Y'all, I'll be honest, I brought my remarks up here so I don't forget anything. I hope you don't mind. I'll try to make eye contact every once in a while. As she mentioned, my name is Timi. I probably have one of the more untraditional backgrounds in the room. Like Janine said, I was a teacher. I taught middle school back in the day, and I was really inspired to see how education can change a community. And I was really into fashion because I was a fashion blogger at the time, and I thought, if education can change a community, how can we use fashion to change a community? So these are some of my remarks. I stumbled upon eco-fashion because I wanted to solve a problem that has affected just about everybody in this room. Studies show that the average American person throws away about 82 pounds of clothes each year. Probably not you all, because you're special people, but the average person does. But why should unwanted clothing end up in landfills when instead it can be used to connect people to their community and fashion to sustainability? I started Style Lottery with the goal of teaching people to restyle, reuse, and reward with their clothing. And since our inception in 2013, we have been committed to diverting clothing from ending up in the landfills. Actually, just this morning, I saw a guy toss away his sneakers into the trash chute, and someone was like, who throws away clothes? People do it all the time, not because they're malicious, but because it's easy and convenient for them. My road to becoming an eco-entrepreneur is untraditional. It's been full of twists and turns and obstacles along the way. And I'd like to share my insights as a source of encouragement for sustainability-conscious professionals in the early stages of their journey. My advice is to simply say yes. I was pleasantly surprised to find that there are many roads to finding a green job. The key is to find the gap where your gifts and talents fill the needs of the industry. And my calling just happens to fall in the crossroads of sustainability and philanthropy. So don't be afraid of mixing your interests, even when they seem like they don't make sense, like sustainability and food waste, urban planning and sustainability, or even water and sustainability. In the world where I was exploring where I fit in, I became insatiably curious about where I fit in the sustainability world, and I was also curious about what sustainability experts actually do on a day-to-day basis. So I did some LinkedIn stalking, or should I say research, and I checked out a lot of job descriptions and projects, and sat down with whoever would answer my emails for coffee. And in our conversations, I found that inspiration is actually cross-generational. Just as I was motivated by the life experiences that informed many people's career paths, they were also curious about how I was helping people reduce their fashion carbon footprint, and I was more than happy to share. So when I say yes, I'm also saying say yes when a random millennial asks you about your life story. Share, it's very helpful. It may not seem like much to you, but it opens a world of possibilities for someone who's seeking a little bit of clarity. My biggest yes was to a meeting on the other side of the world. Knowing my passion for sustainable fashion initiatives, a friend of mine had gotten me a meeting with one of her contacts at H&M. I thought, great, what's the catch? She said, well, the meeting's in Germany. I said, okay, so I said yes anyway. I just so happened to be taking a post-graduation solo trip around Europe, and I was in Copenhagen, Denmark at the time. And so I thought, okay, I'll take a bus down from Copenhagen and end up in Hamburg for the meeting. And after we spoke at the meeting, the woman then referred me to her colleague at H&M Starting House, which was in Berlin, Germany. She said, could you make it down to Berlin? And I thought, I did say I would say yes to everything, so I went to Berlin. And from our meeting in Berlin, she then put me in contact with somebody who was in New York, and then someone else in DC. So this saying yes has been a very good mantra for me. It's worked out, it's been very risky, but I found that navigating the sustainability industry is not always a straight shot. And you'll find that people are more interconnected than you realize. So my advice is to be open and willing to engage. One little yes could be the spark that starts your entire journey. I started Style Lottery when I was a poor graduate student longing to make a difference. I didn't know much about the fashion world's struggle to clean up its act, and my mentors were my teachers. Sustainability conferences like South by Southwest Eco in Austin, those were my playground. And the more I learned, the more I became empowered as a consumer. I shook off my learned helplessness, and I started seeing my role in creating a more earth-friendly life cycle for